Meta, how's everybody doing tonight? Oh my god! That was so loud! I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. That was really loud. I apologize. That scared me. How's everybody doing tonight? My name is Suzuki, and yeah, there's something wrong with these splits on the screen. Because I used to be able to fit 10 split. It looks shorter than it did before. But if I do it like this, it doesn't fit under the monitor. So it's not fitting. It's not displaying right. What changed with my layout? Maybe that. I don't know, something still doesn't look right. You could tell just even the round count, like stuff's just not quite right here. I couldn't really do anything about it to like switch over to layout. I'm always fixing something, aren't I? Just like I gotta fix the round counter too, and then we'll be good to go. That's not being displayed. That's the wrong thing. It's like everything's just off by 5 or 10 pixels, and I can't figure out what's supposedly changed between last time and now, but we'll save the layout and get going here. We're gonna play some more Earthbound Pokey Speedruns tonight. I am running this in Speedrun Ragnarok next month, so I need to practice for that as well. I should probably just center this with the game screen, huh? I'm also going to be running Link's Awakening in that event, and I'm running Too Fast RPG, and I think I'm running something else. So I'm real busy in October. I have become extremely busy for that 1 week in October for RPG Ragnarok. And I haven't looked at the Discord in a while, but I believe this is the event where they raise money to help support their team members get to their fundraising events like GDQ and things like that. Don't hold me to that. In fact, give me just a second. I'll double check and make sure what exactly that event is raising money for, because I might have that the wrong way around. Boom, boom, boom. They may not have announced it yet, or the fact that there's not a charity list here could mean that that is what it is. Yeah, so it's, well, no, Speedrun Ragnarok. Oh, so this is the one. So wait, hold on. What event's about to come up? Speedrun Ragnarok 2024 is about to come up. It is. So this event is raising money for Take This. This is the event that raises money for Take This. I forget that the timetables for RPG Valkyries events are so long, because I went looking back for it and the post was from back in June. I'm like, well, that can't be this event. This event's in October. No, that's right. They just have a long turnaround time on when they start announcing their events and when the schedule comes out and things like that. But I've got it right now. So that event next month is raising money for Take This. So as far as donation centers are concerned for Earthbound, we're probably looking at names as well as maybe a post-game glitch showcase, or maybe which guest character goes to fight Gygus with us. For Link's Awakening, it's usually the 3-heart challenge. I don't have a ton I at one point in the middle of the night, I came up with a great, fantastic donation incentive for my Link's Awakening run, and then I couldn't remember by the time morning came around. And if the inspiration ever strikes me again, I'll actually have a good incentive to offer for that, but I can't remember what it was. It probably had some, I think it did have something to do with taking on some boss fights that I just gloss over, doing some content that you intentionally skipped there. And what else? For Too Fast, it's usually the 100% speed run. That is the donation incentive. And what else am I running? Because I'm definitely running something else. Let me get some different music here while I'm yapping away. In fact, I'm even gonna go back here. There we go. Change color. Alright, so where'd this gold go? here's the schedule. Yeah, Sunday night I'm playing Too Fast RPG. Monday night I am playing Earthbound. Tuesday I'm not playing anything. Wednesday night is Link's Awakening. I feel like I had another run. Maybe not. Maybe it's just those three. Not that three's not enough. Three is clearly enough. Is a lot. All right, so it is just. They just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. And that's going to be a lot of fun. This is a really fun game list. Duck Detective's on the list. Sonic Media is always fun. All the Final Fantasy IV ones are always great with the Valkyries. We've got some rhythm game showcases. There are actually multiple Link's Awakening runs. One is mine. One I think is DX. It's the remake. So you can see the games look completely different. We're doing two completely different categories. Those two games are not similar at all. Oh, that's a randomizer of the DX version. Actually, it's not the remake. But yeah, we're still looking at totally different ways to attack the game there. Blaster Master's on the list. That's always good. The Super Mario RPG remake closes out the event. There's a 14EX boss rush, which is probably a static. That is going to be a lot of fun. And that is the 13th through the 19th of October. I'm again raising money for Take This. I have lost OBS. There we go. Right, what are we naming everybody today? I'll have two Ames. It's fine. Wait, hold on. What am I doing? Alright, let's make sure our timer's working. Alright, so spoiler alert, we're changing up the route again. I am gonna start doing, as a matter of fact, I need to split the splits around probably. I'm gonna do the Starman DX fight again first. We're gonna give this a try. I think I finally found half of the formula that was getting me to the 120, 130 times that I could never ever replicate. And I think part of it is getting the level up before doing, not the Starman DX fight, for doing the Master Bar fight first. But I'm worried that every time I do this on the timer, it's just not gonna work out. But I can cut out the trip to Scaraba if we can get that fight down first. It does add an extra shopping trip. But the other half of the equation, I think, is just not picking up ammo for Magicant for the Krakens. And we're just gonna have to wing it. And I think between that and not leveling Paula up and some tweaks on the Gygas fight, I think we should be able, we should definitely, potential to crack 130 is already there. You can see in the sum of best, but I think we can get it consistently under 130. And then I think we're in business. Who do we go? But we're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit. We are going to be sending out this Pokey% run the same way we start out all of our Pokey% runs, and that's to watch this big, long, unskippable cutscene, and then hitting the reset button on the console. Because we have to get rid of Ness. That is the whole point of Pokey%, is to get rid of Ness as soon as physically possible, removing him from the party, removing him from his fate, his destiny in this timeline, if you will. The prophecy of the Apple of Enlightenment. The Apple of Enlightenment? I think that's the right term. The Apple's prophecy is not going to be a little bit different than most had assumed. Instead of Ness being one of the three boys to join up with one girl to go forth and fight the evil of all evils, it will instead be Pokey leading the way. I wonder if I hit reset a little bit early there. We might find out here in a minute. But assuming we have it, I'm going to load up this third save file. This is one of those fun speedrunning categories that lets you use pre-made save files and swap around them as you deem fit. Take advantage of some glitches that we're going to have at our disposal. Namely, a multitude of variations on something called the stairs glitch. Stairs are really, really complicated in the world of Earthbound. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. The least of which is, if I get a game over just as I'm stepping under the staircase here, let's see what happens when I resume my game. I have to make sure I don't continue. I want to take my game over on that third save file. And remember, the next step that's supposed to happen is I'm supposed to step onto that staircase. When I load in my speedrun file, it's going to put me on that staircase. That's because one of the things that the game does when you step onto a staircase is it's not just moving you because you're moving with the D-pad. It's actually going to kind of warp you, stick you right on that first stair of the staircase. Just kind of makes some of the other code for staircases work. It needs to put you on a particular pixel for your staircase. So if you get a game over with just the right timing, the game is absolutely sure it's going to remember the next thing it needs to do is stick you on that staircase. So if you switch save files in the middle of that process by eating your game over, it's gonna move your next character over to the staircase. And there's a little more to it than that. It doesn't work with all staircase and position combinations in ways that I don't really want to or need to get into right now. But for our purposes, we've routed around all those issues. And when I use that save file in 3, it's because we're going to go to that staircase there in the middle of the graveyard for one reason or another. Excuse me. But teleporting to that door, let's get to the cutscene where normally Paula would cyclically call out to Jeff, and Jeff would start his adventure and head south to go and meet Ness and Paula and save them from their underground prison there. So we're going to play through Jeff's prologue here. Gimme, gimme. Oh no, the key didn't work. Who could have possibly seen that coming? What am I doing? Talk. Even the route has changed a little bit. The money route hasn't really changed. I need to grab any and all items that I can. Ooh, boom. And we're gonna save our game. Yep, and hit reset. And we're gonna do another stairs glitch, but we're not gonna head to Threed. We're not gonna teleport over to Threed again. We're gonna use the second save file. Do a much simpler stairs glitch. Head outside. We're gonna game over immediately. We're not gonna go on this long hike over to a graveyard. But you'll notice that I get my game over in the middle of the staircase, not on the first step. And while you're walking on a staircase in Earthbound, the game is letting you walk through walls, more or less. It's also like tying you down to a rail so you can't just walk off into the void, but the game has turned off wall detection, is one way to kind of look at that. So in this case, when we rejoin our save file, the game still thinks we're on stairs and therefore need to be able to walk through the walls. And now I can walk out into the void. But you can see it's not as empty as you might think it is, because now we just made our way over to the Onet drugstore. And in case you missed it, Ness is long gone. Ness is not going to rejoin the party at this point, and we are already taking steps to replace him in the prophecy. Got a hamburger from the trash can. Just Earthbound things, and we're gonna head over to where Ness's friends have a little treehouse set up here. And one of Ness's friends usually lets him borrow the Mr. Baseball cap, but they're gonna let who's it today? Let Gouda. They're gonna let Gouda borrow it today. Can I get somebody to fight? Thank you. Hey, a little bit harder than that. Let's go. There we go. There's my game over. Sell this Mr. Baseball cat. Let's get sandwich. And I'm gonna save the game. And this time I'll talk a little bit more about walking out into the void, because as you noticed on the first trip, just because it looks like nothing's there doesn't mean it's not actually the void. There's really no such thing in the void in Earthbound. If you manage to walk out of bounds and go into the void, the game pretty much immediately crashes, and if you're lucky, it won't erase your save data when you do it. Bad things happen if you actually hit the void. But in Earthbound, the entire world exists on one gigantic map file. Everything's all together that way. The reason why it looks like there's a void is that the game only loads in the tile sets for the graphics it needs for whatever room you've walked into. So right now the graphics that are loaded are for the drugstore. So if we just walk out in the abyss here, especially if you listen to music cues, especially we're going to hear the meteorite crash, which means you're back in Ness's house. There it is. So if I open and close the map, I'm going to check your position, load in the graphics that it needs for Ness's house, and now you can walk through the door. And now we're back at the start of the game, and we've swapped Ness out entirely for Jeff. I'm going to play just as normal for a little bit. one big difference that you need to have played this game before and probably played it quite a bit in order to catch. I'll give you guys a second to see if you can figure it out. I thought I'd be able to pull that off. Ow. Alright, and if you were playing the Who's Along at Home, the thing that's changed is just that we got through a fight at all in this part of the game. For your first trip up the hill to go check out the meteorite, there aren't supposed to be any enemies here. But enemy... Whoa, that's just like a missile! Man, usually the cores are pretty easy to juke. Oh, come on, don't do this to me now. Thank you. There's not supposed to be any enemies here, but whether or not there's a light switch. Well, just to keep the explanation simple, there's a light switch in the background that determines whether or not enemies spawn. And at the start of the game, the light switch is turned off, so you can safely climb up the hill and go check out the meteorite. But certain cutscenes, like the one where you're introduced to Jeff, turns the light switch back on. So now we do have enemies turned on for this part of the game. Don't worry about it too much, just because I got some bad enemy spawns today doesn't mean it's going to be an issue. And at some point we're going to turn that light switch off for almost the entire rest of the run. Like as soon as I get back home here, that should be it as far as getting into battles that I don't want to get into. I would just like this last dog to respawn. Is this what we're doing now? Can I just not? Okay, forget it. I'm just not gonna get a clean pass. Lost so much time trying to despawn the one encounter. So definitely going to be behind at the end of this split. Gonna be way behind. Shave and a haircut, 2 bits. See, there was Ness just for a second. We're gonna see little glimpses of Ness, but he's never going to be an active party member. You'll notice little things like Ness's mom is programmed to follow Ness across the screen here. So that's what she's doing. She's walking to Ness's position on the map to walk behind him. Ness is just not here, which is why she's over there walking into the wall. This is you who's speedrunning Earthbound at home. This text box, this wall of text I'm in now, means that wherever Ness is in the world, he has changed out of his pajamas. So this is no longer a valid run for the pajama percent leaderboard. That's much more than a cosmetic thing, though. The far more important thing there is that for this category, I can use every save point in the game. And in pajama percent, your save points are much more limited, which means your opportunities to use the stairs glitch are very few and far between. That's the big routing difference between the two. It doesn't have anything to do with being in pajamas, not being in pajamas. It's about getting this phone call from your Ness's dad so you can save your game. That category, of course, gets to keep Ness in the party. And especially when we get to the Gygas fight, you're going to see that it's a pretty big difference. Boom, 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 boom. taking a short trip out of bounds here because we're just going to the desert. I missed a split. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Having all these extra save points is nice. But the other thing that Pajama Percent gets to do is it gets to unite the entire party together very, very quickly. I'm not going to get Paul up until pretty much the end of the game. I'm not going to get Ness at all. So I'm working with not just low levels, but low party member count too. And in fact, I need to add an extra boss fight to this category that's not in Pajama Percent, just so I can get Pooh to rejoin the party. Otherwise, it would just be solo Jeff, which I think is technically possible, but not something you want to do. Go ahead. Do that too now. Getting an extra cookie is what threw me off there. Wait, well, I guess I'll take my safety save in case I run into something. I should have done that after I stayed the night. Actually, I gotta stay the night later, don't I? I do. I just will do it later. That's right. I just will do it later. We're in this desert for a couple of reasons, one of which is not to run into enemies. But there's some nice items here that we can either use to level up, or that we can sell for cash. And I don't think I explained it today, but the money route for this category is very, very tight. We have a very small budget, and that's because we get access to exactly half of the cash that we earn in this run versus other categories. Since Ness never joins the party, we don't get his ATM card, which means we have to find an alternate way to get access to his bank account. That may or may not be legal, and is definitely super expensive. The other thing we're here for is that flashing red light you're going to see on the screen every now and then, which means that poor Jeff here has sunstroke, which is something I'm going to need on my save run file for stairs glitch in a little bit. Go level up first, then go into drugstore. Go level up first, then go shopping. I keep trying to go shopping first before I level up. It keeps not working out for me. Boom. It's gonna give us a nice little chunk of EXP. We'll get to, what, level 9 or 10. Not a ridiculous amount of EXP. But what it's going to do is it's going to increase my maximum hit points, which is going to buy me more time for these first couple of boss fights to get to my turn. And we're taking advantage of the rolling hit point mechanic in this game to keep us from having to level up so much. Where am I going next? I'm going to Dungeon Man. I need to do my shopping. Then wait for critical hit points. So my inventory look like we're full. 1, 2, 3. Hamburgers 4. Boiled eggs 5. Hamburgers crack bat. You buy one more calorie stick because they came in a little bit beat up. I had to heal just to get here. I'm gonna wait for critical hit points, so we'll be stuck staring at this phone for a little bit. There we go. I'll save the game. We're gonna use that read save file again. We're gonna do the same glitch that we did at the start of the run. Go get our game over on the first stair of the staircase and teleport over to the staircase. But we're gonna tack an extra trick on top of it. We're gonna do a double stairs glitch. Boom, boom. My timing might not have been good there. I thought I needed to put a hitch in my step because I thought it was going too fast, and now I'm worried I didn't go fast enough. We'll see. We're good. See, and the extra trick is we're gonna get that critical hit point text on the first step on our speedrun file. So now our speedrun file can get out of bounds. And it's very important to get out of bounds from that room. Because again, as I said earlier, the game's gonna load in only the graphics that it needs. And you can see it's a pretty tiny room. So you might think the tile set there is pretty small. And I guess it is, but that also means, rather than just kind of waste that space, that room shares its tile set with another room. So we're gonna walk out into the void here, listen to the music as our audio cues, because now we're in deep darkness. And I think we're gonna hit 3 music? Not 3 music, but music for someplace in 3. We'll turn here. And then we'll hit Dungeon Man music. Drop down the hole so we're back in bounds, if you will. Grab this present. Hopefully not running into any enemies on our way. Hit submarine. And now we skipped very far ahead in the game. Indeed, we're way... We've skipped a ton of content. We're well past the halfway point of the game now. Well, I don't know. Sometimes this game's longer than I think it is sometimes. Deep Darks is pretty far into the game, for sure. It's a huge difficulty spike. Not just in the vanilla playthrough, but in speedruns as well. Because even in Pajama Percent, you're not going to be able to do what we can do in this category, which is skip the deep darkness. You've got to deal with this place in every other speedrun category, and this place is very dangerous, and you move very slowly, and it's very annoying and frustrating. I need the heal because I can't get to the shop and get back and take my next little trip out of bounds on the little bit of hit points that I have. The other thing that staying the night does is it gives Jeff a chance to fix that broken spray can into a defense spray that sells for more monies. Sell this talisman ribbon. Sell some Fitz pill. Buy a bottle rocket. Super bomb. I think that does it for the shopping trip. Let me double check. I can get rid of Homespot and Pop Gun. I can sell some stuff too. I don't think I need to buy anything else right now. try big bottle, multi-bottle, so yeah, we're good. We need to wait for some of these hit points to fall off, so that's why I'm walking through the muck there for a little bit longer than I otherwise would need to. This will be our last trip out of bounds before our first boss fight. Our first fight. In this trip out, I'm just gonna skip all of Deep Darkness. You'll be able to see. Not only is everything look dark, it looks like the void, it's just not loading in correctly. You're meant to use a key item called the Hawkeye to be able to see in Deep Darkness, and that's why all the graphics look a little not right. Let's go and get this wall of text out of the way. Oops. Now we're just gonna take a regular save, just a safety save, because we're coming up on a boss fight, and it's just prudent to save before you go fight a boss. While walking, I guess I don't think I finished my explanation on what the rolling hit points are in Earthbound. But when you take damage in combat, not so much out of combat, but in combat, even if you take a big hit that would normally just knock your character out, they don't get knocked out right away. The hit points will tick off one, or you can see they look like a little counter. You can see even when I heal out of combat, everything ticks up one by one. Well, in combat, you'll also take damage that way. It'll tick down one hit point at a time. So the more hit points that I have when I take the fatal damage, the longer I can keep playing as that character before they actually bite the bullet. I'm gonna make sure I'm at tippy top full health here. And if I'm level 1 Jeff with 30 hit points, even if I'm level 2 Jeff with like 33 hit points, I may or may not mash enough to get my first turn off if I take fatal damage. If I'm level 10, I know I'm at least getting one turn off. And whether I get good enough RNG for this to deal enough damage, no. That'd be a negatory. So we'll get to take another crack at that. And that's why I had swapped up the first two boss fights. That's alright. This still saves us like a 2.5 minute trip to go do some extra shopping. But without the extra shopping, I can't do the other fight first. I just don't have the stats for it. Are you kidding me with these enemy spawn? Oh my god! Never seen that many enemies spawn. But you probably noticed that on that first attempt, I did get to my turn as we were going from like 1 to 0 hit points, is when Jeff's turn had started. I can't believe the encounter luck I'm having today. This is why I swapped the first 2 boss fights, because you can get here and just be hitting this reset button 4 or 5 turns in a row, and you just look stupid. But if I swap it up, I have to spend 2-3 minutes going to get gear for the second boss fight. And it takes forever for the run to really get started. What is with the enemies? 90% of the time, there's nothing between me and this boss fight. What is going on today? Thank you. Oh no, there's an enemy over there I can see now. Are you kidding me? Why? Why are there enemies here all of the time now? Just all of the time. Oh my god. Leave me alone. Jeez, all this just to get our second attempt at the boss. Actually get to our second turn this time too, so we take fatal damage on the first turn. Should be able to get the super bomb. I should use the big bottle rocket. That's okay. We'll split after the level ups. Actually, I think something's supposed to split before the level ups. I don't know anymore. I don't know when the heck I split anymore. I don't even know if it's worth continuing to run, to be honest. I think I'm already behind by a lot. And what's, I think that's, what, bounce PB? Well, that's against best. Oh, that doesn't tell me anything, to be honest. Okay, now on this route, I have to go shopping. And that enemy spawn is actually right in the way. It's gonna be a problem. I have to get away from the enemy to find space to teleport now. Oh my god. What is with the enemy spawns this run? Absolutely out of control. That's ridiculous. Alright, so now we talk about the money route in a little bit more detail. I think there's an enemy right there in front of me now. No, I just hit a tree. Okay. So this is the cash dispenser man. He will withdraw money from your bank account for you, but he's going to charge you whatever you want to withdraw. That's the fee. It's a 100% handling fee. So I earned $3,600 defeating that last boss. So I can withdraw $1,800, and the other $1,800 is my handling fee. Move, please. And I gotta wait for critical hit points here now, too. Which makes me wonder, I wonder if... You know what? Let's scrap the run. Scrap the run. Time's gonna be awful anyway. I wonder something. I've gotta wait for the hit points to melt off anyway. Because you get a huge level up there, so you can't avoid Jeff being healed, if you will. There's nothing you can do about it. For this boss fight, this random encounter rather. So you'd be here. Maybe in relatively good health, and you'd have teleport. And I've got, again, I have to let the health melt off anyway. Let's start at 133. Because I could teleport through the darkness here. And I know we're gonna run into... I know enemies are gonna be around. Can I make my way over to this coin that I know is over here somewhere? Let me get around that. And I think we'll be making some progress. There we go. Plenty of health. Even if we had started at like 80 or something, I wouldn't be at critical hit points yet. I know it's south of here and around. There's the present I'm thinking of. There's a souvenir coin. I don't dare risk going any further in. What does this sell for? Oh, give me a break with this. Actually, something over there for me to run into. This is the other thing, is I've got to get out of this spot somehow. without, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There's a flea there. Sugar. Oh, you had to get a back attack too? That's BS. Yeah, of course. I didn't get to test the second part of the theory, and that means I figured out absolutely nothing, and I gotta do all that again. And I lost half of my money. What a disaster. Guess money doesn't matter. I forgot I'm not on the clock anymore. So money doesn't matter. But the frustration certainly does. I can walk all the way back out there now. I don't even know if this is worth it, because again, I have to wait for my health to melt away. Sugar. Getting there is going to be the issue. Getting there and getting out is going to be the issue. It's a good idea in theory, but I don't know if I can stick the landing, as it were. Because this is just more hit points, because I'm going to level up. And I'd have to find a teleport location. I can't believe there's enough room there. So assuming you can pull that off, what does the souvenir coin get me as far as cash is concerned? That is a full multi-bottle rocket. And you know what that is? That's my insurance multi-bottle rocket. That's a Kraken. That's a multi-bottle rocket for the Kraken. In fact, that lets me buy 2 multi-bottle rockets on this shopping trip. So I have one for Starman. I have one for Electrospectre. And then I can do a shopping trip after Lost Underworld. Yeah, that is picky. I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat. I had my head up. I'm trying to figure this out, to be honest. And my chat log stopped working on OBS. My chat log's still stuck at the beginning of chat. I'm sorry. I just saw it move, so it was like somebody must have chatted, but I won't scroll down. Why are you not scrolling down? It's just stuck at the top. Hello? Yeah, it just doesn't want to scroll down. That's cool. But yes, that is Pokey. And we're going to be seeing this one here in a second. I don't know if I want to put that souvenir. Let me think. It's extra money, and I'm waiting for my health anyway. So it's not like I'm wasting time going to get it. I have to waste that time anyway. It's kind of the weird thing with that part of the run. Is I have to stand around and do nothing, so why not make it a productive standing around and doing nothing? I can go solve some of my cash issues with the route. The problem is that it's riddled with enemies. And it's just a long walk. Name one of them Sneed. We can... I'm not gonna see the dog. Hang on. Hang on. Let me reset the start here. I'll name Nest Need, and then it'll be on the title screen. Or the file select screen, I should say. 3, 2, 1. Yep, clock's working. Okay. Control reset and go. And I get to talk to myself for a minute and a half while we get this one started. It's just such a long walk down there. And I don't even know if I want to keep doing this boss fight first. Because I feel like the run's more consistent if I swap the first 2 boss fights, but then I have to go get a little bit of gear, and that's a 2-minute trip out of bounds. But if I take that 2-minute trip out of bounds, I know I get through these first 2 boss fights clean better than 95% of the time, probably. It's super consistent, just knowing that I'm gonna have to eat the 2.5-minute timeless. I do not have enough hard drive space to local record. Okay. But yeah, I'm running Pokey% right now, which means we're trading out Ness in a party and replacing him with Pokey. Pokey is a guest character in the party, which means I have no control over Pokey. And he uses his automated battle script, which has a 50% chance to choose between either wasting a turn or wasting a turn. He will contribute absolutely nothing to my efforts. And another part of Pokey% is I need to get Ness out of the party, obviously. He's not going to be an active party member after right now, because I'm about to teleport my speedrun file over to 3, and we're done. Ness is gone. We're gonna watch this cutscene here. We're gonna switch over to Winters to play as Jeff or Ame. I'm gonna play as Ame for a little bit, and we will not have Ness as an active party member ever again in this run. Oh, what do I want to do with this route? I thought I had this route settled like until 2 days ago, and then I said, well, maybe doing this bar fight at level, I'm gonna say level 1, it's like level 9, but maybe just doing this bar fight first is consistent enough to warrant saving the 2.5 minutes, and I just don't think it is, because every time I practice it, it goes fine, and every time I turn the timer on, I hit the reset button 15 times, so I just don't think it's worth it. But it's a much cleaner route. It's a much more efficient route. It's just the first boss fight. The first boss fight is absolutely brutal. To be fair, out of the like 5 resets it took me to get the boss fight, to beat the boss fight that last run, 4 of them were to random enemy encounters, and I've never had that happen. Never, ever, 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 ever have I had that much trouble just walking to the boss. Sometimes I've had to respawn the area to reset the area, I should say, to get rid of some enemy spawns, but it's never been like that. That was ridiculous. So let's just throw it away. Area to tape. Pretend it never happened. Let's stick with the battle plan for now. And also, let's try to get that souvenir coin. That's the new twist on the run. We'll try it on this playthrough. It's a lot of extra cash. It's gonna make the rest of the run a lot smoother if I can get it. It might save me an entire shopping trip, but I don't know yet. So we're learning a little bit on the fly today, as usual. That's okay. Take a save here. Reset. This category, the route is very, very much heavily influenced by the Pajama % run, which also lets you use other pre-made save files besides your speedrun file. So let's off to the second file and go get our game over on this set of stairs instead. And this won't teleport us to 3, it won't teleport us to Summers either, to be fair. Though I could do that if I wanted to. What I actually want to do is be able to walk out into the void here. And it's hard to see, but I actually did turn with the audio cue there. Thank you. Trash burger acquired. Grab our town map. The load-bearing town map of the run. Oops. And also, I believe this load-bearing Mr. Baseball cap. I think it's much more load-bearing if I switch up the route, but that's the only way I'm going to afford a skip sandwich for the trip to Dungeon Man, is to pick up that Mr. Baseball cap. I might have to re-examine. We might not need it anymore if we swap the boss fights back. Ow. I don't need it. We're gonna head right back out of bounds. But now that I have the town map, I can actually do something while I'm out of bounds. Because as you might have noticed on our first adventure, even though it looks like the void is out there, there really isn't. Oh, wow! My thumb slipped. There's really no such thing as the void in Earthbound. If you ever were to walk so far out of bounds that you really are in the void, the game is just gonna crash. And if you're unlucky, the game will just erase your save too. That's always fun. But the reason why it looks like there's nothing out there is that the game is only loading in graphics for the room that you've just walked into. But in reality, the entire world of Earthbound is in one gigantic map file. So right now we're in a drugstore. Right now we're walking through the Happy mansion. We're gonna be walking through the Shady Shack and Onett somewhere along here. If I listen to the audio here, you're gonna hear the meteorite crash here in just a second. And that means they're back in Ness's house. See? And that's what I need the town map for, is if you open and close the town map, the game's gonna check your position and update what graphics are loaded in. Thank you very much, Tracy, for walking right in the way. And now we're back at the start of the game. So we're just gonna play through the prologue exactly as normal. I'm just with Jeff in the party. The enemy spawn RNG today has been brutal. That's right, run away. Oh, it's gonna be a different story. You're not gonna let me do this, are you? Wait, you're also running? Huh? Okay. I forgot to equip the popgun, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. I do want to level up, but not piece by piece like this. Ideally, I don't run into enemy encounters. Alright, you know what? You're just not gonna let me by. Is that a back attack? Okay. Whatever you say, Earthbound. This game's so weird sometimes. And not for nothing, but there's not supposed to be any enemies out and about right now anyway. When Ness makes his first trip up the hill to this part of the game, there are no enemies. It's only because we came here as Jeff that the enemies have started to spawn. Woo! Woo! Okay. I think we spooked each other. Get juked. Get juked. Get out of here, runaway dog. Ain't got time for that today. See, there was Ness there. Ness in his pajamas, but only for a split second. We'll see Ness pop up in little spurts like that, but he's not going to be an active party member. Oh, Pokey, please be quiet, dude. I get it. You need help finding your brother. Again. Yeah, let me go talk to Mom. And this is a very important little conversation you have with Mom here. Mainly because she makes Ness, I should say, change out of his pajamas. So this is no longer a valid pajama percent speedrun. But if you haven't played Earthbound Pajama Percent, it's not really about beating the game with Ness in his pajamas. That is kind of the definition of the category. But the reason why it makes an interesting speedrun is that you have very limited save points. You can't get this phone call from Ness's dad unless you change out of your pajamas, which means you can't save the game, except at very, very limited locations. So even though Pajama Percent gets to take advantage of stairs glitches, it only gets to do it in certain locations. And that's really where the challenge and the fun of routing that category is. It doesn't have anything to do with the Pajama Ness sprite, per se. And then there is, I don't remember exactly what the category is called, but I think it's any percent new game plus. But whatever it's called, it lets you use stairs glitches, but there are no other, I shouldn't say there's no other rules. You can't use debug menu, but it lets you use the stairs glitch. And also lets you change out of your pajamas. So you get to use the stairs glitch from any save point. Which is from my category because I can't bring Ness back into the party, and that makes for some interesting routing choices for this run as well. Namely that it takes me forever to get my party members together. We're not going to see Paula until almost a full hour into the run. Hopefully now that I'm done goofing up Xbox boss fight. Gonna head south here until I hear Shady Shack music, for lack of a better word. I think we're in it now. Nope. A little bit further. I'm gonna head southeast because that Shady Shack shares a tile set with this Shady Shack, which is not on the town map. You can be trying to open the town map here. That's why I needed to go to the first Shady Shack first, is to use the town map to load the graphics in. I can't remember, excuse me, if 80% New Game Plus gets the Soundstone or not. Because you can use that the same way you use the town map when you're out of bounds. But it takes a while to get the Soundstone, so I'm thinking it doesn't. Like, I'm just taking a safety save here. This is the kind of day we've been having with these enemy spawns. I have to hard reset the run here. I might just play something else. Call it a night. Earthbound. Stay. Ooh, my inventory's full. Keep forgetting I had to clear my inventory now. Look at all these enemy spawns. There's the sunstroke. I needed that while I was out here in the desert too. While I'm picking up all these other items. I better heal before I fight the small. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the teens. Health-wise, if I'm lucky. Come here. I got a back attack! I wouldn't be at the heal if I knew I was gonna get a back attack. This looks like it's about level 10, 9 or 10. Which will be enough for us to have a decent shot of getting through these first 2 boss fights without eating a game over. Let's sell. Spaceball cat. How may I help you? Calorie stick. What am I doing? I'm selling the Slim's hat. I'm selling the pop gun. Two. And I gotta wait for the hit points to melt away a little bit. Oh my gosh. Okay, with so much. Oh yeah, because I keep forgetting, because we level up now. I might want to go fight that mole first and then go pick up on. Oh. Problem is, again, all the enemy spawns makes that not super safe. Split. Now I'm going to use this 3 save file again, because I need to teleport myself to that weird underground room again. So we're going to do the same thing we did at the start of the run. Boom, 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 boom. Turn. Up. I hope I'm not too slow. A little slower than I usually like to be, but I think we're good. Alright, so when we load in our speedrun file, we should get teleported to 3. And then I need to do another stairs glitch on top of the stairs glitch I've just done, assuming I've done this stairs glitch correctly. Yep, we've done the first half correctly. Now we gotta hit the second half of the stairs glitch, which is getting the critical hit point text as we step onto the first staircase on our speedrun file. So now I'm out of bounds. And again, I'm out of bounds, and the graphics, the tile set that's loaded in, is for that little itty bitty room that we just left, which is nice because that means that tile set probably is shared with another room, because there's just not a whole lot of graphics in there. So I'm gonna walk through the void here. And remember, everything in Earthbound's on one map file, so we're not really in the void at all. We're in deep darkness now. Boom, 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 boom. But deep darkness is not on the map, so I can't open and close the map here and go here, even though this is where I want to go. I want to be in deep darkness, but I can't skip that way. But now we're in Dungeon Man, because Dungeon Man was loaded in along with the room in 3. Got this present. very early heal here. Calling my shot that we're gonna get decent present RNG here. No encounters. No encounters. Stay away from the butterfly. And now we've skipped we've skipped from the start of the game to halfway through the 3 part of the game. It's like a quarter into the game. You've got 2 of your sanctuaries at that point, a little more than a quarter into the game. Now we're skipping all the way to like 2/3 through the game. Your first trip through, you're maybe not quite 3/4. Maybe not quite 3/4. So maybe like 2/3 is the right estimate. We've gone from 0 to 25% to 66% completed with our what would be a vanilla playthrough. And now we can start gearing up for our first boss fight. And there'll just been a lot of running around and me yapping. We are gonna get to a fight. It is an RPG. We do have boss fights to deal with. We just gotta, we gotta get ready for him first. We're skipping the first 2/3 of the game. And normally we'd be doing this at level 1, so that extra fight taking against the mole is technically optional. Strictly speaking. Yeah, I know, I hit the wrong thing. We could be doing this at level 1. All of which is to say that, yeah, I gotta do a little bit of shopping and stuff first. I think we're good to go. I'm not gonna wait for my hit points to get lower, because I need to get to... Yeah, because we're not doing the 3 skip yet anyway. Save, reset. And this is our last trip out of bounds before we get to our first boss fight. And assuming that goes well, I've got a lot to think about as far as how I want to route the next little part of the run after that. Oh man, I thought I had this route nailed down. But I think we go for it. I say we go for the souvenir coin and see if we can optimize our run a little bit. First we need to skip Deep Darkness. So I know we just got here, but you can see just walking around in the deep swamp makes you very, very slow. You can see all the enemies around. It's just not a friendly place. So we're gonna skip it. There's also tons of really nice items here. And unfortunately we have to sacrifice, but so I think I'm gonna tweak the route a little bit. I think we're gonna try and get one of these nice items out here. I got the big wall of text out the way. Take your safety save. We're not going to reset though. Just take a safety save for a boss fight. Now, RNG. I need you to be a little bit nicer to me as far as these enemy spawns. See that's not nice. It's not a good start. Let's reset the room. Stop spawning stuff. Stop spawning anything. Why are you spawning anything? Almost all of my runs, I have nothing between me and the first boss fight at this point. You're just being rude. Right there. Clean first section is always nice. That's usually a good sign. Usually. See the tone of my voice, hearing the tone of my voice, I should say. I am lacking somewhat in confidence today. Good on health, but we're still gonna heal the full before the boss fight. Come on. Almost there. Nice. Calorie stick. I'll just change his name to Puke. I keep calling him Barf. He's Puke. No, he's Master Barf. Whatever his name is. Eat multi-bottle rocket. Ow. Ow. I gotta get good RNG or we're gonna reset here. Please give me something resembling good RNG. That was almost enough damage. I think I need 1300. That's alright. It'd be nice if he didn't one-hit KO me on the first turn. Because if I can get 2 turns, that's usually enough to win the fight. That's alright. This first boss fight's not guaranteed on this route. Boom, 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 boom. But I healed a full again. I know we got plenty of health, but still. Taking advantage of as much rolling hit points, as many rolling hit points as we can. Boom. Nice. Miserable damage roll. Okay, not gonna die in this turn. This is what I'm talking about. Every time I turn the timer on this route, it takes me 3 tries to get through this boss fight. And I end up losing the 2.5 minutes I save over the other route anyway. Every time I try and do it. Every time I try and do this run this way, this is what happens. Boom, 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 boom. Again. Now I've got to get all my damage in one turn here. What's frustrating is I can't test the rest of the run because I can't seem to beat the boss on this route. What am I doing? I don't need to go out of bounds. So I think I'm just gonna have to keep eating that 2-minute time loss. And going shopping and flip-flopping the first 2 boss fights. Because this is absolutely ridiculous. That I can't get past this first boss. I just don't know how else to squeeze out the extra little bit of minimum damage RNG I need to get through this boss fight cleanly without eating the 2-minute time loss and taking the extra shopping trip. I don't think it can be done. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I quit. I quit. I quit with the stupid route. We're gonna have to go the other way around. It's just not feasible to do it this way and expect any kind of reasonable success. I couldn't do this route for a live event. This is ridiculous. There's no way I could do this route for a live event. But I know this is where, like, this is the fastest route. I know that. There was a time, though, now that I'm thinking about it, just trying to think of, like, alternatives, that I'd actually get Pooh solo out from where he starts and start picking up my party members that way. But how did I get Jeff in the party doing that? I can't remember. And I need to get Jeff because I need the multi-bottle rockets. Huh. How did I do that? Oh, you gotta be joking me. The problem is I need to get past this boss fight and at least test out the rest of the run with the... I needed to test the money route after this boss fight, and I can't get past this boss fight. I think I'm just gonna have to ditch the route anyway. I just don't think it's feasible enough. It's just very frustrating. And now there's another enemy spawning. Wow, really? I hate this game sometimes. I don't think there's any way for me to get Paula over here with Jeff. I don't think there's any way for me to get Pooh over here with Jeff either. It's definitely not far enough away to despawn that fish. Can the RNG help me out a little bit here? It's a little bit more than it has been. Can I please just get through this boss fight? Oh my god. Thank you. How much time did I lose against best? Yeah, I'm already 7 minutes behind best. So I know it's best split. You can't really read too much off of that, but still. All right. Let's at least test out the route changes I wanted to test out today, even if this time's gonna be garbage. And now we need to get south and left. We're in this little corridor for the boss fight. We head north here. That looks good. This armored fish is going to be the last thing standing between me, and my prize over here, I think. Sugar. Alright, that was lucky. So was that. I'm gonna toss that because that's gonna throw me off entirely. We're never gonna get it. That's like one of those 1 in 64 chance drops. That's never gonna happen. Hello? What am I stuck on? There we go. I know where I want to go. I just don't know how I'm supposed to get there right now. There we go. Right here. Worked as a teleport spot. Somewhere around here. There we go. I think I'm gonna have to cash for 2 multi-bottle rockets. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to ADM to get 2 multi-bottle rockets, but that's weird to figure out anyway. Oh, maybe not. Nothing's enough for another super bomb. No. That's fine. Now I just need critical hit points on Jeff, and we'll take our three skip again. And look at all these hit points I still have to melt through. So all this extra time, I could probably think about getting another item out there, but I don't know what it would be. And if I'm not gonna get it every time, it would have to be like the life noodles. Or something inconsequential. I'd have to look at the map and see what it would be. Okay. Alright. We might have something resembling a run going if the Starman doesn't kill me. And I could get skip sandwiches. I have the money for it. But teleporting back to Winters and then menuing for them, I just don't think it saves enough time. Though I think if I'm doing this route again, I probably do need to pick them up. But if I flip-flop these first two boss fights, you're just always going to your next boss fight because the shopping trips are a lot more efficient. So you're just never in a position to go back and buy skip sandwiches. Ooh, that was way too far over. What a lovely damage roll that was. What? Alright, let's get out of here. Get a Saturn ribbon. The X and mouse, let me think. I already have a multi-bottle rocket, but nothing else. I don't have any super bombs left at this point. And I know one multi-bottle rocket's not gonna cut it on Electrospectre. I gotta pick Pooh up first anyway. I think not having super bombs here is going to be the issue. I probably just need to hit the ATM guy before the Starman fight. So I've got some extra ammo to work with. But we're gonna press forward. I'm gonna try a different tack for getting the Shyness book too, that I haven't done in a while. I don't know exactly where the Dagon book is. I think I was too far to the right. Let's try this one more time. Here. It's just the wrong room then. How did I miss this Overcoming Shyness book then? Where am I? at the Winter's Drugstore? Could be. There we go. There's the Onett Drugstore. Yeah, I've got to get my... I have to learn the visual cue for the thing I tried to do there. If I wasn't already like 10 minutes behind my PB, I wouldn't have tried it that way. But I think that's a little bit faster. If I can learn the visual cues for it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we've done an Onett. Done here. This is where we could go shopping. I'm just gonna head to Tenda Village. The whole point of picking up the extra souvenir coin is to make my shopping trips more efficient. So I should have gone to the ATM earlier. Oh, we can always use this Tenda Kraut too, though. Or the, Dragonite, whatever this is. The bag of dragon stuff. Fuzzy Pickles! That is the only photograph we're going to be getting in this category. Oh. See, we're already 9 minutes behind. And I'm nowhere near this boss fight yet. It's acting like I was only like 3 minutes behind coming into this split, and I know that's also not accurate. Just because the routes are so different. Like, I'm losing 7 minutes on this split because I had to do some shopping. Did I have to do shopping in this split? No, I guess I didn't. I don't know what the heck is up with the times then. I just know being this far behind is an accurate account. I just don't know how the split math is adding up. kind of need either the boss to defeat itself here, or need the boss to remove the shield that it spawns with. There we go. Now, I think in order for this shopping route to be worth it, don't I have to be able to finish shopping for the whole entire rest of the run at this point? Which is 4 multi-bottle rockets plus some extra ammo, and I don't know if that's quite accurate. No, because on this route, I have 1 multi-bottle rocket for Ness's Nightmare, but none for the Kraken. And now that I've grabbed the souvenir coin, wait, no, that would be 4. So I should be able to buy 4 multi-bottle rockets at this point. Otherwise, grabbing that coin's not worth it. Bomb. 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 Oh, I did miss the split. I have no idea what my splits are now. Shopping. Going shopping and then we're going right to Magic Hand. Definitely gotta hit ATM guy now. Haven't been to him for this entire run yet. Oi! Excuse me. Womp. Sea pendant. Saturn ribbon. Sell the easy bracelet. Anything else to sell? No. 1, 2, 3. I'm even out of inventory space on Jeff right now. Those are all of our multi-bottle rockets for the rest of the run. And now that I think about it, though, I still have to go shopping after this because I don't have enough money to get food for Paula. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I do. A cup of coffee is not going to cut it, but this picnic lunch will do. I do, in fact, have the cash. But this is an inventory nightmare. I think I should just wait till I go get Paula. But I'm coming right by here anyway. Yeah, there's no way that moving those items twice is going to be faster. So I still have to go shopping after Magic Hand anyway. But if I don't have to go to Deep Darkness, that will save me a teleport. But where am I going to get food? I think I can get food in Saturn Valley. If I can get food in Saturn Valley, then maybe I don't pick up the Horn of Life from Lost Underworld, and I just buy it in Saturn Valley and pick up Paula's food then. Ah, but I have that ATM guy. So I gotta go to Deep Darkness anyway. So it's not worth getting the souvenir coin because it doesn't save me a shopping trip in the end. No, well, it doesn't save me a shopping trip, but it does give me extra ammo for Magic Hand. But I guess not really, huh? Because if I didn't buy 4, if I was 3,000 short, I'd just have 3 multi-bottle rockets here, which is what I'd want. Yeah, I don't think the coin's worth it. We gotta see what the money is after this boss fight, I guess. Souvenir coin's exactly 3,000. So we'll just have to do is see what the math is afterward. And then there's that one random encounter I got into by accident. I have to take that money out too. Wow, we're full. Okay. Wait, did I miss the Dragonite? No, there we go. Yeah, come here. Bye-bye. Oh, I almost made it. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have used that. I technically didn't have that extra multi-bottle rocket to burn there. Alright, so we're probably just not gonna finish this run and just try and get some math figured out. And then we'll use the new route that I was using before I decided to try this new route and actually get a good run in, because I don't want to go to bed feeling this frustrated. We've got like a 6-minute wall of text here though, with absolutely no exaggeration, so let me go find that information needed. What did we end up running into? It was deep darkness. Little pile of puke. Even slimier little pile. Drops 579 and an armored fish, I think it was. 6. So we gotta drop 633 cash from the ATM guy when we get to that point. Oh, let me look at a map of deep darkness. So if I want to get something besides a souvenir coin, the next item over would be life noodles. And that would be my second res item, because I do want 2 of them for the end. And I need to melt away the hit points anyway. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth going for both of those. So what I need to do is I need to time from the start of the speed run to the end of the end of my trip to the desert. Get a time on that. I could probably just look at my PB for that. Then I need to time the different routes between the end of the desert trip and like picking up the book and getting the Franklin badge, basically. The end of the two boss fights. Look at all this menu I have to do. Here's my Franklin badge. And the C pendant. Yeah, we definitely wouldn't do it that way in the actual run. I'd have to wait till we get Paula to do my shopping. That's a pretty brutal menu there. See man at Franklin. Grab its foot. That's probably as good as we're gonna get for Paula. So I really wouldn't need to go shopping again. Not necessarily. Other than, I goofed up. I used a multi-bottle rocket I shouldn't have. But since we gotta wait for Paul anyway, I'm probably going shopping now regardless, right? I think that's what I had decided on. Is we're gonna end up having to go shopping anyway. Okay. Taking away 633. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really? What am I doing? Oh, yep, this trip. So I'm trying to remember, because I did at one point, I swore I had it where we started playing as Pooh first, and Pooh went and got Jeff into the party. But how? The only way that works, I think, is if if Pooh's the one who gets trapped underground in Threed. But I don't know if that's how that works or not. No, that can't work. Wait, maybe that could work. But then you gotta get Jeff all the way through Winters. That can't have been how I was doing it. I forgot to go unlock the Saturn Valley teleport. We're gonna cheat. It's alright. Let me think. Ooh, excuse me, big yawn. This might have to be it for the night. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's try and finish this run out. Then I'm gonna call it a night. And reassess every life choice I've ever made, I guess. And then try to figure out which route I want to use for this run from here on out. Last cutscene, last save, last out of bounds trip, and then we're at a Geigus. Boom, 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 just like that. So changing how I've been doing the Gaius fight too. Let me think. What was I doing? I should have written it down because I was trying a couple of different things. But I think the best thing is just Jeff spams multi-bottle rockets and Pooh heals Jeff, and I keep both of my res items on Jeff. And Jeff has to be the one to pick Paula up. Is that it though? It doesn't sound right now that I've said it out loud. No, I'm splitting up the res items because, frankly, Jeff's damage is inconsistent here anyway. So more likely than not, he'll need to use all three multi-bottle rockets, just given my luck. So I don't want to try to res till the third turn. But if he does take him down early, there's a chance Gygas can one-hit KO, just instantly kill my party members before they get a chance to res. And in that case, I want two characters able to res Paula. That's why I split up the healing items, the res items. That's right. I've got to keep them split up. I'm gonna die no matter what I do. Bottle rocking out. Heal Jeff. And we got very lucky with the RNG. We got the weak. I guess used the weaker attack. Got a fantastic damage roll. So what do you say? We try and make this a 2-turn opening segment and. There's Paula right away. Nice. Of course, the one that comes in 20 minutes behind schedule gets the best possible RNG for the Gygas fight. Any bonus sandwich from anybody, this is going to be kind of to be a little bit dicey as far as having Paula having enough damage in her pocket. Let's not let her hit points get that low ever again. Stop it. Always find myself wanting one more bomb on Paula at the end. We're gonna have to keep buying her one extra bomb than I have been. Oh my gosh. Come on, lightning. Of course. Can you please? Of course. Really? Hey, okay, that'll work. All I've been trying to figure out for like 10 fights against Gygas now is whether you can hit him with a multi-bottle rocket. And every time I have Jeff up in the second part of the fight and I have him use the multi-bottle rocket, either he dies or Gygas dies, and I can never figure it out. I'm just so frustrated. What am I gonna do in the first part of this run? I think I need to take the extra shopping trip at the start and just swap up the boss fights. I just don't think there's any way to make the bar fight any more consistent, and I don't think there's any way to guarantee. I don't even know if you can beat Starman DX if you don't have the speed boost from the Crystal Charm at level 1. So we'll have to go to Scaraba first, pick up some items, then go to Starman DX, and then go fight Barf to get Pooh in the party. Because going the other way around, you saw me. It took like 6 tries to beat the fight going this way on this route. If I could bring 2 multi-bottle rockets, if I could buy 2 multi-bottle rockets at the very start of the run, then it would be worth it. Because you've got like a 2/3 chance that he doesn't knock you out in the first turn of the fight. And with 2 multi-bottle rockets, almost certainly you're going to get out of that fight. But multi-bottle rocket plus big bottle rocket is still just not enough damage. Not enough minimum damage. I don't think I can get the 4,200 cash. How close am I getting though? Because the Crystal Charm's 600. And I'm still buying a Super Bomb. Maybe we're not as far off as I think. I gotta pull out the money chart again. for the first like 30 minutes of the run. Maybe we can buy 2 multi-bottle rockets at the start of the run. We might just run out of hit points here. This is gonna be fun. This is really exciting to see if we're gonna finish this out or not. How many more than we need? 2 more after this. We can get hit 1 more time. This is really cutting it close. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. 1 more. 1 more. Yes, we win. Time. Where's Notepad? Notepad plus plus. Where you at? 1,000 cash in the desert. $27 for the pop gun, for the hat and the home, 2 hats. 98 for the pop gun. I got 6 fence spray. Like $800 short, and we still haven't bought food yet. You know, that could be the... Alright, so after this last little bit of cutscene, like I said, Ness will never rejoin the party after we get rid of him. So even though Ness is gonna walk Paula home, Ness is not gonna walk Paula home. Pokey's gonna walk Paula home. Pokey is not a party member, and it's important that you remember that. Now, Paula doesn't have teleport, and we've skipped a ton of the game, but had we played through the game vanilla, just without Ness, I could walk back to Threed, I could walk back to Tucson, I could walk back to Onett. So, let's use the debug menu to just teleport ourselves there, and I'm also going to use that to teleport ourselves to... First of all, to Winters. And I figure out which one it is. Winters. Because this is the only place I think I can save right now. Don't hold me to that either, maybe not. Yep, okay, I can save. So let's say we just walk back to Tucson to have Pokey walk Paula home. What would happen? Get run over by the taxi. Paula talks to somebody who's not Pokey. Walks inside. And now we have Pokey in a party with no party members. Now, if I open up the goods menu, the game will crash. If we open up the status menu, I'm pretty sure the game will crash. So let's walk back to Onett and see what happens then. Because, again, at this point, we'd walk back home, and either Ness would just go right home and start the credits, but technically, we haven't done the prologue. Which means technically, we wouldn't be able to walk back home at this point, but I've modified the map a little bit so we can just walk back home and see what happens. We could either see what happens if we try to start the credits with Pokey, or we could go and try and do the prologue without Ness. And I vote we go and try and do the prologue without Ness. You have to take a bit of a funny route through here because I couldn't clean up all of the hit detection over there for whatever reason. See, Picky's still up there. Picky slept through literally the entire game. Picky has joined the party. We now have a party of Pokey and Picky. And nobody else. Here's Buzz Buzz. And Buzz Buzz is gonna go to fly around Ness's head. So now we have Pokey and Picky and Buzz Buzz, none of whom are legitimate party members. And the reason why everybody's doing this funny thing is, until Buzz Buzz starts flying around Ness's head, I think all of your party members are programmed to look at Buzz Buzz. Which is why if I run to the right, it's fine. But if I choose in the other direction, the game is telling them to face south and face east, basically, on this at the same time. So some funny stuff happens. Now, let's see if we get into the Starman fight. Starman just teleported directly to Ness, who's not here, so Starman came here and disappeared. Get into a boss fight. We lose. Game over. Here's a wall of text going on somewhere back there. I think we're moving around. But I can't see anything. So the problem is it's unloaded all the graphics is the issue. But if I could see, I could get myself, you know, theoretically back into either Pokey's house or Picky's house or Ness's house. Let me pull up the map. Maybe I can pull this off. This would be something else. I need the ONET map. I need the full ONET map, including the houses. There we go. Is there any chance I can pull this off? I don't think so. Maybe not. Yeah, now I've crashed the game because I opened up the status menu. So let's try this again. Let's keep Paula in the party. For now. Let's do this the other way around. Now it's clicked. This is how I used to want to do this incentive. I have to do this first though, because I need Paula. I need a party member to get through this Starman fight. Bum, 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 bum. She's still level 1. Yeah. Hey, Paul leveled up. Right, now let's go walk Paula home. Ooh. Oh, but it's reset. It's set the event condition back. Ah, so I can't do it this way. How did I do this before then? Oh, you know what I bet I did? I forget. Right now, I bet I don't have the debug menu here on the Bergman Park menu. No. And then what I did was I could get the debug menu here, and then I just teleported to Onet. No, but that doesn't... I've done this before, but I can't for the life of me remember how I did it. Yes, I do. Not now that I'm stuck here. And you know what it was? It was that the incentive was meant to bring Picky along. So I had already beaten Buzz Buzz. I just went and took care of Buzz Buzz so I could do this after in the post game. That's what it was. Let's cheat, because we can just get rid of Paula too. Hold on. Yep, and there's a game crash. Oh, Lord. I guess this isn't how I did it either. I haven't figured out how I did it. That must have been it. I must have taken care of Buzz Buzz for a Starman Jr. before I actually finished the game. That's the only thing that makes sense at this point. We can still have Pokey walk home and try to run the credits and see what happens. And then I'll call it a night, because then I'll be out of stuff to goof around with. See, and this time it didn't work. You tell me. You figure it out. I tell you, you never know what the heck the game's gonna do, man. You saw that it worked before, but now it doesn't want to work. I'm going to bed. I can't figure it out. I'm going to bed. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you Saturday night. We'll be playing some more Earthbound Saturday night once I figure out what the heck round I want to do. Until then, everybody stay safe, have fun, take care of yourself and each other. I'll see you next time. Moja sushi